Eternal Strands comes from developers who worked on Dragon Age Origins, though that doesn't mean much these days. What caught my eye was its mix of influences. Kingdoms of Amalur, Breath of the Wild, Immortals Fenyx Rising, and that double A feel that can sometimes lead to something special. It's an ambitious game with big ideas, but does it pull them off? You play as Bryn, a warrior and magic user in a world that's collapsing after a disaster. You're hunting for loom gates, fast travel points, and arcs, giant constructs filled with rare resources. Fighting these arcs is a big part of the game. You climb them like in Breath of the Wild, breaking armor to expose weak points, all while they try to shake you off. To survive, you'll need better gear, which means exploring, gathering resources, and upgrading your team's facilities. Combat has variety, but it's clunky. Bryn can use a sword and shield, a two-handed weapon, or a bow, but switching between them is slow and awkward. Enemies can be annoying rather than challenging. Some feel too tanky, others just frustrating, like the poison-spitting darters. The lock-on system and parry mechanics feel unpolished, making longer fights a chore. Magic adds more depth. Bryn starts with kinetic and frost abilities, letting her freeze enemies or throw them into each other. You also use these powers to solve environmental puzzles, clearing paths or dousing flames. Magic ties into the game's gear system, where crafting choices affect stats and appearance. You can make multiple versions of armor sets, but there's not much reason to experiment. The story has potential, but the presentation is inconsistent. Some cutscenes are fully animated, while others are simple illustrations that feel unfinished. Static images and dialogue don't help, though the voice acting gives the characters some personality. Eternal Strands is like a smaller, more focused version of Immortals Fenyx Rising. It doesn't have an open world, but the interconnected areas work well. The arc fights are exciting, even if the mechanics feel rough. It reminds me of Atlas Fallen, an ambitious AA game trying to stand with the big-budget titles. There's plenty of jank, but it has heart. If you can tolerate some rough edges, it's worth a look. For more games, check out our review of Sniper Elite Resistance or Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist. Thanks for watching.